you close in the night in my arms. And when we open our eyes, my worries fade away. 'Cause you gave me your heart in the light of day.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the second half of the Season 2 Crosshair Invitational League. It's been a pretty good first half of the season, and we're looking for more exciting stuff now that the teams have really gotten a chance to get to play each other, get to get a feeling of how everything works, and get a lot of roster tweaks out of the way. Tonight's matchup features the Pancakes up against the Portland Burnsiders. Both teams have been tweaking their rosters a little bit and working very, very hard. I know Pancakes is still searching for their first win, and it's just going to be a great battle tonight. We're going to see a lot of good. I think we're going to see a lot of good gunmen, and I'm hoping we're going to get to a game 3. With me on the mic tonight is going to be Hacks.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate St. Michael for having me here as the co-caster. So we're going to be seeing Expired Pancakes and Portland Burnsiders on their game here. Looking like Expired Pancakes is going to be the underdogs, going to be chasing hopefully the first dub, and hopefully we can see a game 3 today within the series. Portland Burnsiders does look good. I know we had some secret roster changes coming up here, so we could see some few people from the past tournaments and so on and so forth. Some familiar faces over here. So yeah, we're just going to be tuned in, excited, and here to cast for you guys. So let's get it.
Yeah. To capitalize on what you were just saying there, we have a return of the man Valid to the competitive scene. It has been a while since I've seen him play, and it's going to be exciting to get him back in. He has joined the side of Burnsiders.
Okay. Yes. We're going to be getting these games up shortly here, guys. Hopefully we get some more people tuned into the stream. Looking to do some map choices and bans coming up soon, so hopefully we can see some great bans, hopefully get some counters going out here, and yeah, we'll just have a great game.
Taking a look at the standings, it looks like Wizards still holding on pretty strong. Very good win-loss percentage, plus really good points against also. Burnsiders still a very impressive second spot right now. Skill Issue coming in the third spot as well after that win over Extended Warranty. For Fun Gaming still on a pretty good tear, even though they took a loss recently to the Globos, who are also, after a big roster tweak, they are also doing really, really strong. The Globos are at 3 and 4. They're going to be coming up soon, I think. Extended Warranty has got some adjustments to make. They've really started to, I think, get on a streak. The 7 Stars, unfortunately, have stepped out of the competition, but the Pancakes, again, still looking for that first win.
Yeah, very, very excited to see what all these teams could perform. I do know that playoffs is coming up soon, St. Michael. Do you have any references on when we could get when they're going to be fighting for some spots?
All right, we're going to be probably seeing... All right, so right now the projected time for the playoffs is going to be November 18th and 19th. So we are going to try... We normally do one game a week for these teams, but that's probably not going to work in order to get that many games in before that happens. So what we're probably going to be seeing is some weekend events that involve, 2 or 3 games per team, and whoever can, participate in those can really get, some jumps on the standings there. But so long as we can get all of the games done before the 18th and 19th of November, that way we can get everything done before the Thanksgiving Day break and have our champion set, and then we can just coast to the end of the life.
Perfect. I mean, these teams have a month and a half to kind of play their games and also do a lot of scrimming. I know within the channels, a lot of teams are going against each other, kind of figuring out what strats work, what strats do not work. So hopefully we could see some mix-up here, maybe some new units come out that we haven't seen, these star players play. So, it's going to be great, guys.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. We'll hopefully have our map bans up soon. It looks like both teams are already in their VCs, which is great. Good to see Portland getting their roster all set up. Looks like they brought in, like I said, the 2 new players recently. Overdrive, I'm not really familiar with, and the other one is Valid for them. And as for the Pancake Pioneers, I know Ivsog is kind of taking a break. So Code9 has actually been added to their roster. All right, looks like we've already got a ban out from the home team. Nope, no bans. Oh, our good, which is resetting the screen.
Production, oh no.
But we do have a map ban, correct? All right. So the map ban's good. It looks like we're going to ban. Looks like the first one out the gate is going to be Harbor City. The Pancakes don't want any part of that. So let's see what the Burnsiders pick to go off of right now.
Yeah, so them banning Harbor City, I mean, that's everyone's favorite sniper map. So we're going to see a lot of comps that maybe are melee focused or a lot of death ball with a lot of shields. I want to see, I want to see some quarry gameplay. Maybe we can get into some UCC. Love the bomb maps. So maybe we might even see some new maps like Ironworks or the snow map Conveyance in the mix-up.
Yeah, the new map. And I'd be interested to see if Expired Pancakes with their new roster is going to look to go towards their old favorite Lunarcom. They love that map. Excuse me. But yeah, I don't know if we'll be seeing a lot of capture points, though.
Yeah, everyone's fan favorites are the Lunar Mountain RD and Thermal as like an attrition war for domination maps. But it's always good to see, teams choose bomb maps to see the coordination and come out on top with, the right calls and so on and so forth.
Absolutely, and then you can see those, those plays that get the person off the bomb at the very last seconds, like with the pushes with the Ashamar punch, or even the Dom Screaming Nimbus. Now, does Screaming Nimbus push someone off a bomb or no? I can't. I feel like I've been in situations where I've been disarming and I've been nailed 3 times with the Nimbus and it hasn't shoved me off. So I don't know if it has knockback or not.
I believe it doesn't. I believe you do have to go for the kill. It does about 300 or so damage. So if you're fighting a suit with 800, it has to hit him about 3 times, I believe. A little back and forth action with the Screaming Nimbus over there. But let's see if we get any more bans out. Or we're just waiting on the teams to decide.
Yeah. Looks like Burnsiders is taking some time here to try to figure out where they want to go. They're going to be pretty sure that they're streaming right now to each other saying which one do we want to take off them. Because they have a lot of bans in front of them first before we even get the first picks.
Mm-hmm. As the map pool increases, you have to really decide on what teams are flawed and on certain maps and what play to your strengths.
Yeah, be interested to know also where they kind of target the unit bans, if they're going to target the map or if they're going to target the player. Because we all know that Lacrum is just an absolute menace with that Mahiru, and he shouldn't be, but he. And then on the other side of Pancakes. and then the other side on Pancake side, everybody has been, showing that the target is almost always going to be Death God Zaku 2 melee because it is a menace over there also. So it'd be interesting to know where the unit bans are going to be facing this time around.
I've seen Death God flex other suits, so even though they do ban the Z2M, I believe he could play a lot of other stronger units to play with the team. But also, if they do ban his melee, Benzilla on the Exia will always be there to pick it up.
Absolutely, and I think that I've like I said in the few scrims that I've seen, and also running into him in a couple of pubs, he has brought out different units trying to flex. There's the next ban. It's going to be Ironworks, so that's going to be one new map off the table. So we'll be seeing what else pops up here. Also going to be interesting, like in another couple of days, we're going to have a new unit popping out, I believe, right? Another 30 days?
Yes, Camphor.
Camphor will be popping out. We're going to put him right into the rotation. Whatever happens. It's always good to see some chaos every now and then.
I'll be sad if someone bans him off the rip first week.
Yeah, production here, just they can hear me now. How do we feel about the ban on Camphor, like if bans come out on the new character, like? Because, like, I feel like it should be allowed to be played at least once if it's that oppressive, like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, we'll see. I mean, it's all, I mean, like I said, it's all about, how much fun we have on this game at this point and what's left of it. I mean, it would have to be majorly broken for us to think about, possibly banning it out for the first part that it's out. At the same time, like, there's not so much of a season left. We've got to get as much stuff done as we can till the 18th and 19th of November. October is going to go fast on us. So we've got to, like I said, we should probably use it as many times as we can.
And following, we look like we have a colony ban, so no bomb map for colony. They are avoiding it entirely.
Yep. I don't know if they have the push to get people off of bombs at this point. I'm not really familiar with what Code 9 plays. I've played with him quite a few times in the casuals, and it's a Susan and Barb. Okay, I think I've seen more different stuff too. He's been trying to flex a lot also, so we'll be seeing what happens there. All right, waiting for the Burnsiders ban now.
See, Colony is a little tricky. I feel like it is a good ban just because right in the beginning, you don't know if the team's going to be going waypoint or if they're going to be going straight bombs or split. I do feel like it's one of the more diverse maps where you could kind of, toy with your enemy and make a different decision off the rip and kind of throw them off. So, Colony is a good. Oh my! There you go.
Yeah, I also think that the that waypoint at the beginning is also a big thing. So some people don't mind if you take it, some people do. I mean, if you take it, you know which way they're coming from every single time, and there's a beautiful choke coming right in. Yeah, and the other thing is you need a good strong flyer on that on those maps as well. Yeah, so we'll be seeing what the aerial units are going to be for this particular setup.
It looks like we got some more people tuning into the chat. I see, some familiar faces, some new faces. So welcome, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We should be getting these games out shortly.
There is the next ban. Looks like it's going to be Ministry of Defense. Not a very happy map to take on. Especially, I think I remember back in the day, it used to be a really barb-heavy map. And then, of course, it's also a really nasty sniper map on that perch across the way.
I feel like they're getting rid of all the flying maps. We have left maybe Canyon, Flag Fort. A lot of these other maps do not induce flying, no fly zones. So
same situation for Conveyance. Conveyance goes down now, so that takes both new maps off the table now. Pancakes looking to their advantages here. If they don't have the strong flyers, and this is a really good way to start things off.
Let's see. Very curious on what their first map's going to be picking. I believe is it Expired Pancakes having first pick or Burnsiders?
Yeah, Expired Pancakes is the home team, so they go first.
They do go first.
And then Burnsiders will have the first unit ban. Yep.
Okay, and it's Canyon base.
There
okay.
Goes. So another one drops down from the two control point map. Let's see which one the first one is. What do they want to go with here for their pick?
Still have two domination maps. We have a missile base and quarry, some bomb maps and front capture maps. Oh,
Flag Fort drops. Still have one more ban, I think, before we get our first pick here.
We love a good Flag Fort, but it is not making it this time.
They want to stick to their comfort zones. Give the crowd what they want sometimes. Sometimes you want to get that win and whatever's going to fit the best for your comp and the best for your players. That's what you want to go with as your captain.
Now, Saint, how many times do you think teams pick Mountain R&D? I feel like it's a very, big map we see all the time.
People love to play that map. I'd say that's a really high pick rate. Probably about 80% of the time it's picked in there.
Okay.
I know that the Pioneers love to play it. That's where they got their first win off of extended warranty. That was a crazy map. It was a really crazy game.
What makes Mountain R&D like the more comfortable pick over like Thermal Plant, Lunar? They're all the same concept, right? Mountain R&D is so popular.
Yeah, I think the deal about that is, and LunarCom just goes down. That's going to take all of those bans now. So I think there's one more for. No, they both have four. They both have four. So now it's a pick.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Mountain R&D. The thing about it is it's so. I guess it's kind of pretty linear, unlike Thermal Plant, where you're going up and down on platforms and things like that, where you just have one straight high ground, two lower areas to fight on, and I think the comeback mechanic is very, very strong there. So there's always a way to turn the game around if you can just get on.
Speaking of thermal,
there is the first one. They want it. I like it. I like that pick. Thermal Plant goes as the first map to go for, and let's see what the Burnsiders want to do here.
And no complaints to the thermal. You could play every suit on this map. If the flyers work in some spaces, a lot of the fast speeding units like Z2R, Barbados, so on and so forth. So we're gonna see a lot of clashes here on Thermal Plant for our first game of the night.
The only one that really doesn't do well on this map, I think, is Turn A.
Yes,
and
we do see it.
I don't know how effective it is as unlike all the other maps, like you think like Mountain R&D, Quarry, or things like that. It's just it is so easy to knock out of the sky on the B point, which I think is the best spot for it. We see the UCC coming out. Underground Command Center picked for the Burnsiders. So that is going to be our second map of the day. And now we're going to just drop the next two bands and see what they're going to be. I bet you it's probably going to be Missile Base and Quarry, and they're going to settle it out on Mountain R&D.
I think Mountain RD is definitely the safe bet because Missile Base has such a hard choke point to push through. So, if you kind of stall within those 4 minutes, that is a quick game. So hopefully you see Mountain R&D, but I wouldn't mind Quarry actually. I love that map. You could play sniper. They banned Mountain R&D. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is. There's the ban. There's the ban. You're not going to be in a comfort zone. It's everybody's comfort zone, but now it just make it a little. Let's see what they want to do. Okay. That's going to put Quarry as the decider. So the bottom 3 maps are the ones that are going to get taken. Let's see what the unit bans are going to come out to be.
I am excited, Saint. I'm not too sure, because Quarry is going to be fun, but that is game 3. So hopefully we can see both teams duke it out and get into a match 3. Hopefully fighting for their life here in Crosshair League.
Yeah, I hope we get to a game 3 at the same time. Like I said, lots of love for LaCrum and the teams over there. I've got a lot of friends over in that team and a lot of friends over in the Pancakes, but I'm still going to be cheering for a Pancake win here. They are the underdogs. We need to get them their first win. They've got to do it. All right, so make sure you're spamming the dinos for the Pancakes, unless there's a pancake icon. I haven't seen one yet. All right, what we got unit bans coming out momentarily here. See what they're going to go with. It'd be interesting. Like, what would be a good first ban for Thermal Plant? Like,
maybe the Susan, a Barb, or a Z2R.
That was exactly what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a Barb, a Z2R would be just a menace to have to deal with on that map. It's always a pain in the neck. You just hear it creeping up behind you. You'll always hear those footsteps. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, the sus is very strong too, as well. But if they have a good counter for it, they might be able to pull it off.
Yeah, Z2R is I feel like a must pick for all these teams on Thermal Plant. So if they don't ban it, we're gonna see Z2R menacing the defenses, just like Saint said. Seeing a sus ban or Z2M or Barbados ban would be, very common. But you never know what these teams are thinking. They might solo out someone for their main suit, or go for the true ban.
What do you think about seeing Marasai on maps soon? Like, do you think with that buff that they got for the range on the hook, is that going to make a difference here?
It's definitely tricky because Marasai's ult is very strong. You could see a Marasai on Flak or a lot of maps that play turn A for that counter, but he actually doesn't provide too much value for the team as a unit, besides being a tank DPS. But even then, you have the Sansa B, even the Jim to replace that position.
Yeah, there's much more utility there. I mean, and I would only see it being picked in a matter of in the form of like a maybe like a banned alternative. For instance, if Marasai got banned, you could go with something else. But yeah, there's only been a few really good Marasai players on this team, on these teams in the CIL. I know Kyle is one of them.
It's definitely a force to be reckoned with, but there's only a few short, Marasai mains and respectable Marasai mains because, he's been getting so many buffs and nerfs that, staying committed to the unit is definitely, appreciated.
Yeah, there is a definite learning curve there. I've been working on training with it all day long today because I think if you can use it really well, but you almost have to have a partner with you almost every single time.
Correct.
If you have a wingman that can help you out and just wipe out somebody after you hook them, instead of doing the solo combo, I think it goes a lot faster that way. And then 7 second cooldown, I think it really goes a long way.
And he's definitely an easier target too, with him being such a larger hitbox. So everyone's gonna focus him, gun him down. Let's see, waiting on the unit bans. Okay, Z2M gets the first ban.
Yeah, they're targeting Death God. Let's see if they want to drop the Z2R.
Let's see, yeah. So now we have Pancakes ban. See if they go for the counter on anyone on Burnsiders, or they're just going to go for a general ban. Okay, it looks like we got the sus ban. So 2 melee units are out of the field, leaving Barbados and Exia as the only melee units being able to be played on this map. We hopefully will see some Z2R gameplay. We love to see the Russian guns and the flanks and just the tricky, ratty behaviors that everyone loves from a Z2R. So
everyone hates from a Z2R is what I think you're trying to say.
Hey, I am a Z2R main, okay?
So. If they don't make off for that kind of thing.
You either love it, or you hate it.
There's no raid for a Z2R. There should be. All right, we're getting into our first game. This is going to be on Thermal. Let's see what the comps are going to set up as. All right, Death Man Overdrive. Is that? Oh, that's valid.
GUI is valid for the
Yes.
audience if anyone is curious.
Everyone's curious. Yeah, harkens back to the good old days of Goo Gang. All right, let's see how we're doing here. All right, here we go. That was scary. Everybody was a Z2R for a minute there, and that's just sacrilege. The game should automatically crash when that happens. Ooh, Code 9 pulling up a Barbados. Death God bringing in an Ashamar, Texan Crab, going away from his Sazabi. Is Bwen going Sazabi?
That's an IGL Bwen.
A Bwenzilla Sazabi? Playing to his strength of just jumping on in? I like it. A Bwen Sazabi backed up by the usual Renoka gun tank. And Vespio is going to be floating on the Pale Rider there. Wu-Tank is going to be locking horns with Renoka. And Vala looks like he's bringing in the Barb also. Well, no, it looks like Code 9 has swapped off a Barb and gone to Exia. So we've got Bwen on Sazabi and Code 9 on Exia. What am I looking at?
Say, do my eyes deceive me? Do we see a sniper on Burnsiders?
We do. Crow is going to do his thing because that's what Crow does. All right, Deathy Man's going on Hyper. Looks like we've got a Zeta sighting as well.
Okay, looks like Code is going in for the team entry. They do get the first pick on Deathy Man.
Lots of patience right now. Oh, holding good holds, and it looks like Bwenzilla is just doing his thing and going up in there. And let's see, is there a Z2R on either team? I don't think so.
Oh, interesting. It's nice to see Bwen on the Sazabi because he has a lot more presence as like a team manager and IGL over him being on the Exia, kind of like doing his own thing. So it's very nice. I think that they can take this thermal plan over here, but we'll see how it goes. Getting more picks, and it looks like the Pancakes have taken control of the point. They are getting people down. This is looking good. Crow is still hanging around in the back. He's going to be making pot shots on people. But again, Dom on Dom, Lacrum goes down. Yeah, big stagger over here with the Pancakes kind of holding on to this point. Burnsiders didn't have it initially, but yeah, this is going really well for Pancakes. Absolutely. Good positioning, especially with the Saz. It's like it really fits Bwen's playstyle of just diving right in and causing problems. All right, looks like air. Early rotate. One thing that they were always really good with on the side of Pancakes was their timings of when they want to get out and get positioning so that way they are ready for the next fight. And as you can see right now, they've already got a pick on one, and now they're just working the rest. Yeah, they have great control on this high ground over here, kind of staggering Portland Burnsiders. We have Bwen kind of hovering the health pack room, and, Texan Crab shooting down Dom mines and causing a ruckus over here, getting those amazing staggers with the team. A little bit of a missed axe there, but still holding the point pretty decently. And there goes Valid down on the Exia. Lacrum's going to try to push in. Wenzilla getting very low, but he's going to go for the health, and I don't know if he's going to get out of there. He is not, but Texan Crab is there to cover him down, and they can get the revive. Great work from Pancakes, though Vespio does go down. Wu-Tank is putting in a lot of work. She's getting a lot of picks off with the point. With tank. And that was it. Yeah, they still have 30 seconds, so they're going to want to try to fight this down. So definitely Wu-Tang came in clutch with the C9 grab of the point over here. I think a lot of expired Pancakes were playing a lot of height, so allowing the Texan Crab is going to let the revive happen behind him. Oh no! Oh, there they go. And if that's asserting your dominance, tell me the safe word right now. I that was just a mess. Oh goodness gracious. Saying there's so much action going on here, and too much to cast. So over here it's about 54% to 31% to 8. Maybe. So anyway, we have a 8 point coming up next. It looks like Pancakes are gonna have their early rotation, but Burnsiders is moving in, trying to get that early pick on. Bwenzilla does pop his G maneuver. Oh, there goes God's ult. What a punch! 3 picks. Unbelievable, great work together, and it looks like
Texas Crab is putting in a ton of work on that Dom as well, and Wu-Tang's in trouble. They paired up, but unfortunately, Valid has got to get out of there. Oh, jeez, Valid's just in a mess right now. That runs into mines, runs into fire, runs into lasers. It wasn't going very well.
You know, they're playing it great as a team. They're playing with their Saz shield and kind of, you know, they're not taking the fight solo. So
look at
definitely
that
picking
hold.
off.
Look at that hold. This is a completely different Pancakes than what we have seen before. They are definitely playing to their strengths here. As long as they don't get too crazy, we should be good to go. And look at this, another great revive. They're just keeping Buenzilla alive, and he's a lot more tanky now. Oh, did he just get smoked again? And there goes the Crab also. And now here comes the LaCrum screaming Nimbus, and he is going to try to hold things, but it's only 10 seconds left on the point, so I'm not sure if that has a lot of value to it. Vespio somehow gets in, but gets smoked, and that's going to be all for them, but they should already be in the next point by now.
You know, it's a 40% give or take lead over here, but, you know, Burnsiders does have the pushing forward B hold. So let's see if they can regroup Pancakes together, and looks like they're going for the far left side. Over
This will be
here.
the first time that they were beaten to the point. So that a lot of picks given off. All right, what do they want to do to get up there? All right, they're going to try to go through the top, and that's going to put Deathy Man in problems. Oof.
Losing their Sazabi's. Very big stagger.
They got it. Okay, there goes. And Deathy Man got overcorrected. Can they get to their Saz again? Nope, they cannot, but they weren't able to swap the point over. Renoka goes down, and I think they're going to go ahead and probably...
Code 9 with the G maneuver.
No, this is the last point. This has got to be the last point, right? I think this is the last point. There's only 37 seconds left. All right, they're going to have to try to capitalize on here.
Still anyone's game. We do have the Hades and the Screaming Nimbus about to come out any second now as they push through Pancakes. With the Screaming Nimbus coming out and the Hades.
He's got another Nimbus already? Crab's putting in a lot of work. Okay, they've got to stay on top of things. All right, there's Buenzilla. Beautiful ult. They just popped everything to get that pointing it, but nobody's on the point yet. They're still kind of C9'd off of it, so they got to get down there. Okay, there's Renoka on site.
Looks like
Crow is, for some reason, there.
And that is a team kill.
No longer alive. And now they're going to push. They're taking up the space. What a great opportunity for them. Can they hold? They've dropped 3 already. Oh,
wow.
What a hit.
Insane. Pancakes, amazing. Wow.
That was some excellent positioning from Pancakes. Great team play. And a Buen Sazabi is not something I ever thought I would see, ever.
It definitely, you know, switches the flow up with how Pancakes play, right? They're more confident knowing that their IGL is going to be, you know, shielding them and on their backs. You know, you seeing everyone out soloing into each other, getting those great stagger picks, playing as a team. And even the early rotations, like you said earlier. Great job from Pancakes.
And it wasn't even a Death God Zaku 2 melee. He just brought out the Ash and was like, let's do this. Well, I mean, it was banned at the same time, but it didn't look like he had any problems. Like, he had that massive ult that caused 3 picks right down that rope, pairing up with Texas Crab. Like, they are combining their moves very, very well as a team. We get a good look at the
no more
HVAC.
Z2M. I could still punch in melee, you know. So
Exactly.
But we are seeing some team swap units like Crowdly now on the heavy arms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Difference.
Sometimes Sniper can work on this map, but it's a big ask. It really is, I think, at least in my opinion.
Okay, let's get it. First,
Here we go.
starting off at C point over here, we have the Flyers flying. Everyone's going to be going through the middle, and
They're going right through main. They won't. It's always been a thing. Like, the expired Pancakes ain't scared of anybody. You put anyone in front of them, they're going to go right at their face. Now, it's probably going to cost some picks, but we'll figure out what happens there. Okay, so do we have an Ashamar on? Yeah, Ashamar is now seeing on that side, and now they're just trading right and left.
And if I do recall, Valid does play Ashamar, so it's nice to see him on a suit he's comfortable with. But it looks like
Crow does go down. Oh, and they take out Crab. Will they be able to secure the point? They do get it. They do not lose it very quickly. Oof, but Valid's just getting lit up there, but he was able to get out before he got destroyed.
Yeah, it's very nice to see Code 9 on the Exia putting in the work and grabbing
Oof.
those daggers. Yep.
Oh, there goes Buen. Instead of going for the point, 20 seconds. Can they hold? No, they're not. They're going to lose it. I think that might be a little bit early of a rotation, but I think there's enough of them dead to get out of there. Renoka running for her life from a unicorn. You don't normally see that from a gun tank.
Oh,
But
Renoka
she goes
does go
down to it. They are already up on the second point, and they've got good positioning here. Shout out to the hook creator. All right, here comes Wu-Tang Crow. Everybody's at the bottom.
We're about to have our G maneuvers coming up soon. Hopefully we can see a lot of ultimates usage coming out. Texan Crab with the two-piece.
And gets some health from behind, I think.
Everyone's fighting on point. Looks like Overdrive goes down. Renoka's holding in for dear life.
But they still got 1 second, and now it's ready to go, but nobody's on the point yet. There we go, but... Oh, God, somebody just ate that one. That was Crow. Crow just took a gun tank ult. Now they're trying to fight from offside, and we'll see if they can pull it off. They've got some really good zoning abilities here. Did Code 9 pop his ult? Yes.
Yes, he is G maneuvered. Seeing the Exia fly over in the sky.
They were able to kill the Gundam ult.
Screaming Nimbus comes out by Texan Crab, but they did C9.
Crab still fighting, but doesn't get any help down there. He's all by himself, and he's going to go down, I think. No, he just ran for his life.
Such a retake from Portland Burnsiders.
Yeah, Wu-Tang is going to be chasing after him, but didn't find anybody with her ult, I don't think. Still floating around, and no hits with that thing. Okay, well, now they've got to figure out a way to get in, and I think the best thing to do is probably go set up at A. Code 9 gets put down, but Renoka's there for the help, and there's the body block. Oof.
Still flanking is
right and left.
Such a big flank, right? Getting those staggers and unexpected. Seeing 4 people push your spawn side.
Yeah, that was just... I don't know if they should have gone for the point or should have gone for the fight there. Kind of like the staggering in at this point. 54% to 36. It's still pretty close, and it's definitely winnable for the for the Pancakes. We'll see if the Burnsiders can do some clawing back here, and it looks like ooh, that's not the way to go in, I don't think. Unless they can fight in a little bit better. They got really lit up there.
Yeah, just the fact that Burnsiders has 2 napalm units allows them to zone really hard and kind of keep them pushed back from entering any entrances. So those switches are...
Lacrum does good down, but they do get the revive, and then Gwen goes down as well. So they are really low on people. I'm not sure if they should continue this push, but they're going to have to. They do take the gun tank out and confirm the kill. Really low people over here, but yeah, that unicorn's going to cause problems.
Looks like we have 100% if they do not recapture the point, which is going to lead into overtime. Let's see if Pancakes can enter in and see if they can touch the point.
But I think they're going to have to use a. They're going to have to use a. Oh no! Is it going to switch over?
No, I believe it's going to overtime. Yep.
Yeah, no, they don't know it. They think it's. They have to get on the point. They are contesting. They drop Crow. There's the ult from the Zeta. There takes technically down, but they lose the Crumb. Is anyone on the point? Okay, we still have.
Okay.
Out there, that's 3 people down. Now they're going to have to hold it. This is going to be the longest hold ever. Overdrive down as well.
39. And then look, Texan almost has a Screaming Nimbus again for this next point. Great retake from Pancakes, but it's still going to take a long time.
Yep, and good positioning too, where they're at. That's a great place to hold from that one section. I don't think there's a lot of AOE from the side of Burnsiders to be able to push them out. Oh, there's the back. There it is. Oh no, that's going to be huge.
They're all coming in. They're all.
If they get the revive,
2 reses. Okay.
There's the gun. Is that the Dom ult? Nobody's on the point. No, they got back on there. They were paying attention. Enzel is really low, but he's trying to fight in there, and they lose 3. That'll probably do it. We go to round 3.
Wow, I am at the edge of my seat
here.
saying this is intense.
Both fights there. That was a sick gun tank ult from Wu-Tang coming around the back. They never saw it. Hopefully they don't have music going, because I would have heard it coming, but like that was a nasty ult.
I think that was the switch around. You know, if they didn't land the two-piecer on the gun tank ult, you know, they wouldn't allowed the entrance. So
That would have been it. Yeah, they would have been able to hold.
definitely some mistakes were made, but you know, we're on to a round 3. Hopefully they could clean up. And speaking of the switches from Burnsiders were really impactful, right? So we have the Ashimar and the heavy arms kind of just doing that constant DPS with the napalm, not allowing any of the Pancakes to enter through any sites without at least taking some burn damage.
Yeah, they're not going with any type of melee on the side of Burnsiders, which I think is probably a good idea here. I don't know if Code 9 was very effective at the last time.
Mm-hmm.
He would probably need something like a Barb or a Z2M to like kind of get through those. It's a little bit tankier of units, I think.
Yeah, especially with the gun tank, you know, gunning you down as Exia. Everyone knows that feeling of how strong gun tank is against an Exia.
All right, here we go. Again, a lot of damage up on Buenzilla. He's doing his job, but everybody's going in through main.
Looks like Lacrum gets the first pick on Code 9 over here.
Mm-hmm.
But then Van does get the trade.
Oh, but they dropped 3 others with a beautiful, beautiful molly from Valid. It looks like he's starting to find his rhythm now.
Yes, Valid with the Ashimar getting in those early picks for the team. Looks like Portland Burnsiders does get the first section of the point. Hopefully Pancakes could come back and kind of recontest.
All right, they're grouping up. Hopefully they don't concede too much. Maybe they can get a pick or so. They just need to make sure that they're being patient about things. Gwen taking a lot of damage. He's got to use his shield a little bit more, but he's doing a pretty good job. They take 2 down. They lose Death God. Maybe they could come in from the bottom. Oh, God, another
that
one.
molly. Man.
Yeah, but they lose the Zeta, and Crow is out there now. They don't really go for him yet. Crow gets taken care of. Code 9 barely alive, but now is no longer alive, and Valid once again secures the point. He is definitely carrying for the Burnsiders right now. And so is Wu-Tank.
Looks like we have 5 seconds left on the point. Let's see if we're going to see any early rotates. Pancakes doing a great job of not staggering, but they just need to get there earlier. Hopefully get some extra points in.
They are running for it right now. They're going to be the cameraman there. Nope, Crow is already there. Ooh!
Getting that pick on Lacrum.
But even if you kill, and they killed the core fighter too.
Okay.
Oh wow, like Code 9's doing some great aerials.
Yeah, everyone's fighting for this pocket, but then doesn't realize, you know, A point is about to open up and both teams are not there yet.
Nope. Crow's not there, but they are. But the Burnsiders definitely get there. A lot of damage up on Gwen. He's going to get melted again, but they take him down. They took down Valid. That might be a big opportunity here.
Three down from Burnsiders, and Pancakes holds the point. We have Renoka's ultimate trying to chase someone early. Gets Deathy Man. Okay.
Yes, she does.
Good stagger.
And they finish the kill too. So now they've just got to hold. And if they got good position there, they can dig in tight as a tick. One thing I'm really liking, from Texan Crab's Dom here is he loves using walls for the mines. I've seen it quite a few times pop up now. Ooh, Renoka takes a drop from the back. They're still got them hold though, but they need to start thinking about a rotation. I know the percentage is important at this point, but it's time to get going.
They're definitely trying to crunch in. Lacrum with the 2-piece on the napalm.
Yep. Now they've got to get going. There's not a whole lot of people, and I don't even know if they'll be able to get a good position where they're at.
Yeah, I
Code
believe
9.
they have to fall back.
Code 9 needs to run away. Renoka just waiting for health to pop up.
4 juniors from Pancakes. We're going to see some ultimates coming in about anytime shortly.
Yeah, he's got to pop his right now.
There it is. Code 9 with the XC trying to get some.
Gwen should be popping his at this moment too, I think. If they've gotten one. When? Press the button. They're all at the bottom, Gwen. Press the
big
button.
ash punts.
Oh, God. But Texan Crab is still doing his best down there. They still haven't taken the point, though, and it should be able to go to A, right? Or I'm not entirely sure there's enough time.
So
it should go to A.
If you see the 100% on the left, saying if they hold it till then, it does go into OT.
Oh, okay.
So if they do not touch the point at all, it would go to A. But Big
Another
pick.
really bad ult. They've got to be listening for that sound when that comes up, and they got to get ready to scatter. I know they were trying to get a thing there. Now they're just going to try to do a spawn camp. Oh, a big ult. They could use all the ults now. I don't think there's a way to get through this. Like, they'd have to get like some kind of pick off, and there's only 4 seconds left. If someone's around the back, that might be the opportunity. But it looks like game 1 is going to go towards the way of the Burnsiders, despite a very good fight from the Pancakes.
And Burnsiders, definitely crunching in their spawn towards the end, definitely secured the round, right?
Yeah.
If they were to stay on the point, Pancakes could have pulled something out, but Burnsiders knowing to crunch their main definitely secured the deal.
68 units down for Wu-Tank. And of course, you see Ashamar up there as well. Now, Ashamar swaps over. The Ashamar swap over was probably one of the best things that they could do. It was definitely a good end. It definitely was a change that they weren't ready for.
But every fight, Valid definitely had 1 or 2 napalm picks, right? His napalms were, the MVP, I feel like, of this series right here so far.
And now we've got UGC to go to the Underground Command Center. Let's see how they are going to be feeling about the detonation map.
Yeah, very excited to see UCC. You can see some snipers, you can see some melees. We're going to see a bunch of everyone on their comfortable units, hopefully. And let's see what they ban, right? Let's see if they still keep that Z2M out of Death God's hands or they go with a different route.
I think we're going to be seeing a Crow Sniper to start things off. It looks like on UGC, yeah, it looks like Burnsiders are attacking first. So we may not see a sniper quite yet, but we definitely will see Zeta. We'll definitely see a Zeta Ash, I think.
Yeah, Zeta, they're really strong for the team, especially if you're playing around them. A lot of the zoning and just keeping that pressure on, especially UCC has a lot of choke points, and we'll just see how they played out.
All right, we'll be getting into the game momentarily here, see what the comps come up with. Oh, we also have to see what the unit bans are going to be.
Saying, how do you feel about Buen Saws? I feel like it works. I feel like it definitely, provides more pressure.
It's definitely his style, but I think he needs just a little bit more support from his team and the focus fires down so that he doesn't melt quite as fast. Because once he shows up, they do exactly, they throw everything at him to just blow him apart.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a great target because he's not shooting at them, but the rest of his team needs to kind of help him out a bit, I think.
To not get solo picked off, because he's such a big target. Everyone's going to be wanting to destroy the Sazuki right away. So.
Big and slow moving. I think he also needs to use his charge a little bit more.
Yeah, if the G maneuver in that last fight, you never know, that could have switched the tides.
I was just, oh my god, I was like, press the button, press it, press it, because the Ashamar is gone. Like, that Ashamar is done at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, press the button! But he wouldn't, he just didn't do it. And it's what happens. If it's a new unit for him, then I can kind of understand. Like, they almost had it and they were trying to focus on everything else, but pop everything at that point. You don't have a lot of time left. And then right after that, they get spawn camped, and that's just unfortunate.
Yeah, they were definitely thinking of the ultimate, in the bank to keep it for, a further fight, right? But him not killing the Ashamar was allowed to punch, I believe, Code 9 and himself. So that was definitely the incorrect.
But a good fight overall from Pancakes. I think they're definitely showing a lot of power from their side. But again, the experience on the Burnsiders, taking things, making things strong again, like seeing Valid, playing again, it's great. I think Overdrive is doing a pretty good job as well. But the Wu Tank, those gun tanks, people always say that it's a meme pick. I don't know about all that.
I don't know, you see a res happening and then them shooting 3 people at once. It's definitely really strong if you're not focusing the gun tank.
Absolutely, and if they get their teammates helping them out and shooting at the right people, people just drop. Well, it looks like Pancakes banning the Gundam. They weren't happy with the. I'm surprised they didn't ban the
RX-78.
Yeah, the ban look. Oh man, oh no, they are going to experience a Lacrum Mahiru on Underground Command Center right now. Lacrum is laughing evilly to himself. that guy is going to post up, well, on the defense at least. I'm not sure if he runs it for offense. He runs it for everything. So we're going to more than likely see a Mahiru for Lacrum this time around.
And I think the crowd would be very excited to see more Mahiru gameplay. Everyone, as you know, it's everyone's crowd favorite unit.
I don't know about that. I don't. Freaking walking trash can.
You know,
it has a symbol for its head.
It's like, when do you ever see another Gundam game that will have a Mahiru? You know,
all the ones that I've never been a fan of. Because someone's on the opposing team, and I'm just watching my team melt on the casuals, and I'm just like, oh, guys, you can move out of the way of those things. It's fine, and you don't have to keep running down the same corridor that he's spamming into. It's perfectly fine. And I mean, there are very effective units and I know Lacrum's is just one of the nastiest out there. They are banning Z2M. They don't want any part of Death God Z2M. That's fine. I don't think Death God minds at all. I don't think he minds at all now. He's gotten very flexible, and he did really good with his Ashamar. So let's see what they can do here. And Ashamar's going to come in very, very handy on this map, especially in the first area.
Definitely smart for them to ban Z2M again, just because I feel like Death God is an absolute unit on that unit. So, play on words, but we're going to see him flex other units, other seats.
All right, we'll be getting into the game momentarily here. Let's see what the comps come up with here and our Invitational League. No, I'm still blaming Lich for this. This is an outrage.
This is a destruction mission.
UCC. This map brings back nightmares.
It absolutely does. It absolutely does. You're like, we got it, we got it, we got it. We're all dead, and now they're disarming, and it's extra time.
And our waypoint's gone.
The waypoint's gone. They're disarming. We had 99.9%. And then you just start pointing fingers.
Yeah.
Damn it, Bone Kel. What were you doing? Yeah. I was dead. Uh-oh, do we have a disconnect?
See.
Oh, no. It's Era coming in. Oh, now we got a... They're going...
Double sniper.
Double sniper. Lacrum and Crow. Those brothers are really, really sick on those guns. Like, don't sleep on a Lacrum Dynamis.
Now the real question is, will you see him swap to Mahiru halfway through? That's what I'm wondering. You know,
snipers on double because I keep forgetting that they're on attack. So yeah, they'll go to they'll definitely see Mahiru on defense.
And it looks like we have Code 9 on the sus instead of the Exia this time, just being a little bit more beefier.
Mm-hmm. Death God going with Ashamar. They have 2 aerial units, but they only have 1 aerial unit on the side of the Pancakes. So they also have 2 units that are not very good at taking down aerials with Crab and Buen. You can use an axe. You get good enough with that axe, you can take somebody out of the sky, but that takes a lot of precision.
And it looks like Burnsiders over here choosing the Hyperion as their shield. Very interesting, very good unit, but we haven't seen it since Thermal, so.
All right, it's Buen pulling some veteran Saz stuff here. He's going to go for a scan momentarily. Hopefully he doesn't get blown apart in the process. I don't know if he got the scan off, but...
Okay, looks like Pancakes is playing behind the waypoint.
Good positioning, good positioning. They're leaving Crab off to the right here, almost like as a bait.
Yeah, it looks like the crowd is trying to get a pick through. When goes down.
When goes down, and that's going to be tough to hold that point now. They got to remember this. Back off when you don't have the numbers. Move forward when you do. And there goes... Yeah, they got to go. They got to go. It's time to leave. Can they get the revive? No, but Renoka got caught out. She might go down too. Yep, there she goes. And now they only have 2 to hold the point. There's 3 left. Okay, so...
One made it back fast, so they're going for the A-plant. Over here with Lacrum planting. Hyperion's going to cover him, but One's going to be able to maybe stop and misses the axe.
He did, and he caused his life for it too. That's unfortunate. All right, well, let's see what Crab does, but Crab got focused down really quick from Valid. They did lose the gun tank, though. Let's see what kind of fight they can pull out here, because they're going to try to push in for space. Yeah, they're going right to where they need to be. That's the only way you can approach from.
Pancakes going for the high ground, which is definitely the play over here as it gets grouping, maybe solo someone up on the higher ground. Looks like Overdrive trying to go in here, but gets picked off first.
A little bit of trades here and there. Do they get the revive on Buen? They do. Can Buen make some difference? Yeah, 3 people go down, and they're going to push in, but they're all really low. They're pushing in for the space. They're pushing in for the space, but they are taking some serious damage now. They're
a lot of them, though. Someone does need to go on body block, and then Napalm does go up, but can Texan Crab get it? Texan Crab does not get the defuse. They have 5 seconds. Going for the res, big res. Do they get the body block for the defuse over here? Nobody in the front pressuring.
Oh, they did. They got the defuse.
Okay.
What a great recovery there. Great recovery.
99.9% nightmares in this map.
Yes, 99.9%. It was right freaking there. But there's still 2 minutes to go, 2.5 minutes to go practically, and you know they'll be good. But they've got a nice defensive positioning now, hanging up around B, being able to shoot through that grate, and just keeping a good fire support on them. Yeah, there comes Valid. He's going to try to come in. Did he go with a punch? He did. He did use his punch, and he took one out, but he goes down.
Gets traded.
But there's a
looks
big
like they're all
fight
fighting
now.
for height over here. No one is on A. Oh, Wu-Tang's with the sneaky C9. Looks like they don't realize all this fighting is going on, but the bomb went down on A again.
Yeah, but I don't know if they'll be able to hold it. Crow goes down. LaCrum goes down.
Texan Crab with the sneaky C9 defuse.
He gets it. He gets it, and that... Oh, not only does he get it, he puts a missile right in Wu-Tang's face. Let's see what happens after this. There it is, the wall mines. I love them. Love them so much.
Oh, very interesting as we get a C9 plant and a C9 defuse.
Yep.
In the second section.
1 minute, 20 seconds to go here. One thing I'm very much liking that I'm seeing from the Pancakes is a lack of willingness to go out and overextend. They're just playing. They're playing smart. They're being very patient. And there's the Mahiru from LaCrum. Is this going to be what turns it around?
Okay, Code9 with the 2 picks over here on the right-hand side.
Beautiful. 3 people drop, and Code9 losing health, but he's
makes it out.
He's getting support. Getting support. Yep. Wu-Tang goes down. Oh, they gave up space, and they lost 2, but they lost.
It was a battle of attrition.
But there's the plan on B. Can they stop it?
I believe it's just Crowley over here sniping, trying to hold it down. Taking the B plant, but then allows Portland Burnsiders to enter the front side, maybe getting an A plant.
They're a little bit straight out, but it looks like B. A is the problem. A is going to be where it is, but Code9 is there, but he can't do anything because he gets ulted.
LaCrum does go down, bomb goes off, but there's a lot of picks going on. Valid over here, Screaming Nimbus does come out over here, but gets picked instantly.
Overdrive drops down at the same time, and then it looks like they are still fighting war. There's the Wu-Tang gun tank. Buenzilla tanks it. There's one from the other side. And
Renoka with the bigger switch, and they get the...
They gotta go for it. They gotta go for
Buen
the
pops the
defuse.
Sawzall, but he's super low. Let's see if he can... Okay.
He doesn't, but they get a pick out of it, but they gotta go for the defuse. Valid trying everything to fight this off.
The Mahiru.
Destio is putting roller work in here. Cannot do it. Can anybody get a defuse off? There's the Hyperion off that they didn't get anybody. Just going all the way back to everything, but Renoka does go down. They are letting people in here. Holding off the point. 10 seconds to go. Can they get a? Can they get
punch.
Oh, what a punch! But Texan Crab goes down. They keep trading 3 seconds. They're not going to get it. They have to back off. Unfortunately, they had to back off. Great attack from the Burnsiders. LaCrum just holding things down up there.
Yeah, I have to say, you know, LaCrum definitely he used his F on Mahiru to stall the bomb defuse, and it actually got them off.
Getting more picks on the way in. They really have to back off. Like, get to that point, drop as much bomb as you possibly can, and just wait for them. All right, there's 2 on point, but it's time to go. Like, if you don't have the numbers, you need to be backing off right at the moment.
Looks like they grabbed the waypoint fairly fast, but they only have 2 minutes on the timer. Looks like they are going for a push while the Pancakes hold height.
Yeah, but there's the Mahiru just causing all kinds of trouble. Then there's the A plant. They got it. They weren't ready for it. Renoka is down there, and it's going to drop 2 over there right now. Oh, God, Vespio. Vespio just needs help, and needs it now. Buenzilla's going to go down.
2 picks.
There is... Oh! Death God putting in work. He's just going to jump right in, drop Deathy Man. Code 9 is still alive.
It's like 2 left on the
God's
point, holding
alive?
3. Death versus Death over here.
Yep. Death God running for his life will not get out, but Renoka's back down. Takes down Pro.
This is the punch.
Renoka goes down. Goo gets taken out. They just keep trading. Crab gets blown up by the bottom roof. Gwen is about to go down. Lacroix with Trop.
So much going to Zeta Ultimate. Wow, this
Go
is...
died. Still trying. There's 10 seconds left. Can Death God do this?
the Ashimar's still on the point. Someone needs to kill the Ashimar. He's holding on for dear life over here. So
Oh my God, and they were unable to do it. What a absolute valiant fight from both teams on this one. It was so close. And let's see if the Pancakes can figure out a way to get the attack in, because we've seen a good strong defense from them, but we need to see a good strong attack from them in order to make this take this to overtime and hopefully get us to a game 3.
Saying that last portion of the fight, you have everyone kind of running in there, throwing their lives, defending the bomb, trying to defuse, right? And the only thing that could go through my head is just nightmare. It was just so much going on. All the G maneuvers, we have the Ash Punch, the Zeta Ultimate, we saw, I believe, a Sussel. There's just so much going on here in that last fight.
My biggest nightmare is like seeing a team, spawn in and they're all Z2Rs.
That's a dream.
Can you imagine that, a 6-on-6 Z2R match?
I don't think anyone would die. They would just run away to health packs.
Right? There would just be nothing but smoke everywhere. The casters would have headaches.
Looks like we do see some switch ups on the teams. Goo Valid is on the Barbados from Ashimar.
Oh, yes. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Valid came in 2nd place on the Barbados tournament. It was either him or Tism. I think it was Tism. And then Barbados was I think Valid came in 3rd maybe on that.
Yeah, very interesting pick. If you want to have some fun and have a good time, and you have a confident Barbados, that's all you could have, and just enjoy yourself.
All right, Pancakes. Let's see what you can do here. Here we go. Wenzel already taking some shots. Death God also taking some shots. But they get the scan in. Let's see what they can do.
So he's trying to shove that left entry point, or right, depending on what side you are in. Getting that molly out. Big damage over here.
Oh, yeah. Three people
picks.
drop down. Gwen pushing forward. He is taking some shots. He's taking some damage. And they blow up the Barbados. It was supposed to wipe out Gwen quickly. And that was it. Smushed. Lacrum
like
dropping
that,
down. Pro dropping down.
Team
We're going to
kill.
go plant right now. We are going to plant right the heck now. Brazilla still doesn't care about health. He dropped down over time. We got the
Burnsiders
start out already.
There's so much. What can they do for the retake over here? Trying to get that height control.
Space. They're giving up space, though. They need to really get back up there. And
it's like they're fighting for that height, but they are toward the bottom. So they're fighting this hallway over here. Looks like Pancakes getting all the picks they need.
Oof. Looking great.
Even getting another on overdrive.
No answer. They are pushing up. They are going for it. They are pushing them right back to spawn. They are taking the space. Is exactly what we'd love to see. Good mollies there. Good mollies as well. Death got a little too far forward. He's going to need to back up in a bit. He's going to get picked. Wenzilla kind of backing off. Deathy Man taking some shots. Good work.
Pancakes. Wow.
Pancakes good in some shots. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. 1. Will it go?
Okay.
It does. They get point 1, and they drop 3 at the process.
Looks like Wu-Tang's going to be good over here.
Wu-Tang drops. She's gone, and we're going to see what happens next. They are booking. They are absolutely booking.
Same. Now, Pancakes looks like they're one mind, one single unit as a group. Looking amazing over here.
I've never seen it. I had not seen this type of style from Pancakes. I only see him flash in the pan. They took out the core fighter. For once, Wu-Tang's core fighter does not find a whole bunch of people. Now they're going to try a top ramp, and here comes everybody.
Screaming Nimbus on the waypoint over here. Looks like they're going to get Deathy Man.
That was a bad day for Death. Holy cow. They're just picking people off right and left. Gwenzilla left by himself. Texan Crab left by himself. Nobody's going for the revives. Can they get somebody? They get Gwen.
It's like a 5v3 right now currently.
They're getting roasted by those mollies, but they're not really caring about it. Okay, Gwen, will you pop your ult this time? Will you be the one to do this? Gwen, again, not giving a damn about health, and down he goes. The Crumb dies though. Texan Crab is just putting in so much work on this thing. 3 down, unfortunately, but they do get the Wu Tank down. Ugh.
Are they going to be fast enough to get the waypoint over here? Looks like Gwen and Renoka is out. Hopefully they can hold it while the team spawns in.
They've got to stay there. Gwen gets hit with a punch, but he gets the. Oh, Gwen gets taken down, but Deathy goes down too. They're trading everybody right and left. They're trying to get this. They're trying to get the. They're just watching the Screaming Nimbus flying all the way around, but they do get the waypoint back. Now they've just got to wait. They've got to be patient here. Can they get a second plan off?
It's like a full reset over here on the Pancake side with Burnsiders playing very aggressive.
All right, here they go. Here they go. Are they going to get some picks off? Be a little bit patient. Renoka taking some shots.
Oh, Gwen pops the Sazabiel. Interesting.
The Sazabiel goes in. Okay, now we're trying
Make
for
that
this.
space in.
But they draw. It's a little bit messy. It's a little sloppy coming in here, but Wu-Tank does go down. Lots of damage on the way in. They do take Deathy Man out. Oof. Death God drops Deathy Man. Gwenzilla also. They're going to have to reset. They're going to have to. 2 minutes, 40 seconds.
Get the res off, though. He's back in action. A lot going on. See,
we're just the best thing about this is listening to Lich in the background just shouting his whoops and everything and call outs and everything, even though they can't hear him. He's been working so hard with this team to try to get them their first W, and they're getting close to it. They're really getting closer. They are looking so much different now. Renoka does in fact go down, but they take down the Crumb in return. Can they get the revive on Renoka? They don't go, but they do get it. Okay, so Code 9 still down.
Oh. Fatal. Full reset. 2 minutes left on the clock over here.
Two on the clock. They just need to take their time. They're going right after Vespio, but he makes it back to the spawn. Okay, how are we going to do it?
Hopefully they can make some space. Maybe Vespio pops his Hades and gets to the entrance, gets a few picks in.
LaCrum is Lich is losing it in the background right now. Kind of glad you all can't see this. But he's just like, somebody press the button for the ult, please!
He's like, Gun all going out. Okay, breaks the core fighter.
Vespio, you've got to press your button. Has he used it yet? No.
I believe he's waiting for the Screaming Nimbus. That's what I think, honestly.
We're hoping that's what it is. They're just bleeding bodies right now. He will not press it. He will not hit the ult. Vespio, you've got to do this. You only have a minute to go. Vespio still not pushing the button, still holding on to it. I'm not sure what the weight is at this point, but if they can make this happen somehow, finally, it comes out. Is this going to work?
He's going to solo LaCrum over here.
He's about to go down. He gets the help. He secures the waypoint. Almost secures the waypoint. You got to get that last one. You got to get the last one.
Spear.
Your team is there. Now
go. 3 ultimates. 3 ultimates for this.
There's the Screaming Nimbus. They're going for A.
They are
going for A.
LaCrum with the Screaming Nimbus trying to cancel out the plant, but looks like it does not get it. They do get it off over here.
They get the plant. They get the plant.
Hyperion gets 3.
Oh my God.
Hyperion gets 3 and 4. All of them.
They all die.
Texan Crab trying to stop it.
Texan Crab goes down, but they are not going to get the
total.
And that is going to be the last. Oh, what a fight. I don't know if they'll be able to get back there. They are pushing everything that they can. GG is it is. Oh, they were so close.
Nice. Man, I told you, Nightmare's on the second point saying that.
God. Props definitely to Portland Burnsiders here. Like, that was it was looking for a point in time. Like, their roster was like trying to get retweaked. They got some good moves in there. Wu-Tang coming back after a surgery, like putting some good work in there. Man, Deathy Man up at the top 3, Overdrive in the top 3, and no sign of the Ashamar either. man, what a game for both of these teams. I know Lich is dying inside right now. Lich
Even
was
though
like, oh, it was so close. It really, really was. And you'd have to know one about that Hades. Like, one was the Hades best to be dropped because it was pretty effective. They did drop 3 out of it, but I think they were stalled too much.
I believe Pancakes did a great job. You could see how the team is formally improved, and I'm excited to see them play all the other teams.
If someone sleeps on that team, it is going to be, that they're gonna surprise the heck out of you. They've 2-0'd XWAR. They've done it before, but man, that was some great fighting from both teams. They were both fantastic today. My goodness.
When can the audience see their next game, and who are we going to be playing against?
We are going to be seeing, looks like Friday actually, unless you canceled it. For Friday, For Fun Gaming and For Fun Gaming and Skill Issue are set to go on Friday. Okay. $8 p.m. Central Time is the agreed upon time. We may not be able to cast it, but we will see.
Yeah, if it's going to be casting, folks, it's not going to be me. It's probably going to be C-Dub or somebody else. But if it is casted, great. If not, then yeah, it's not going to be me. So, but I think the other match is Monday.
Yeah, the other match I believe is set for Monday for the Wizards and the Globos. That's going to be a good match.
That's going to be a good match. Yeah, I agree, and that's going to be Monday. So, but
overall, just
sorry, Shane.
Just great playing from both sides. Renoka in the chat saying that she was sad and gave it her all, but man, I think that there's a lot of good hope for the Pancakes right now. They have really that is the best I've ever seen them. I can't remember those types of plays from them before. Really good, solid play togethers, taking the spaces, good and getting good positions. Early rotations, making sure that they're on top of things, getting the high ground whenever they could. It was fantastic to see.
Just to see all these teams kind of duke it out for the playoffs is definitely, making me smile. And I hope it's making everyone in the audience, tune in every time to see what teams you're rooting for, get those dubs or, improve on. So I want to thank the casters and thank St. Michael for having me cast over here, along with Lich and Productions and just the audience and teams and players.
I'm gonna flat out tell you that right now. We can say what we want about Pancakes, but Burnsiders are looking dangerous, yo. Burnsiders are looking really, really strong. Valid being on that team, this Overdrive, and Wu-Tank just all of a sudden just coming out of nowhere with that gun tank, just shredding everything. This is a team to look at now. And definitely also, they're in the second spot. Let's see where that... Oh, I'm still trying to log into that section. Let's see. For some reason, I got logged out of this thing, the play pass. So I'm not really sure what the standings are at the moment.
Technical difficulties.
Gotcha. Let's see if I have login on this particular browser, and maybe I can change it. Nope. I don't understand why I... Yep. All right. Oh, what an absolute, blast. Great game tonight from both teams. I think everybody was absolutely incredible here. Just it's nice to see a lot of good banter back and forth in the game channel at the moment. But yeah, I think there's great hope for both of these teams. I think Pancakes is going to, do fantastic going forward. And I think Burnsiders is looking very, very strong also. All the teams looking pretty good. But we will see when the next match is going to be. I'm not sure if it's going to be casted or not. It may not be, and if it's not, then that's the way it goes. But we would definitely have it up on the VOD. Going to definitely have this one up on VOD soon. I'm sorry that I didn't do my job very well for week 7, but I will definitely do my best to have week 8 up there soon. But for everybody else right now, I think we are all good to go. Good night to everyone, and thank you all for joining us for this great match on the CIL. We'll see you next time.
Good night.
Can you feel